Welcome everybody. We have a low impact cardio session today. Many of the exercises you'll be able to do seated if you like, but I encourage you to try them standing first. Here we go. So just from here, slow motion hula hoop, loosening up the back, hips, hamstrings. Going all the way around. So remember, it's not how fast. We don't have an actual hula hoop. We're just finding a little range of motion and switch directions. Couple more. 3, 2.
Now we move twice as fast, double time.
Good, coming back to the center. And switch directions. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, coming back to the center. I'm gonna lift the opposite arm and leg up. Trying to get the knee about even with the hip. And then the arms, you can also reach farther overhead. Or you can do this as if you're seated in a chair and lifting one knee up and one arm up. So keep going. So lift as high as you can and getting that knee about even with the hip as you go.
When you're ready, we're gonna go double time and go.
Good. Coming to rest, placing the hands together, getting a little space between the feet, knees slightly bent, and we're just going to twist from one side to the other, being careful to protect the spine, not throwing the body from one side to the other. Just nice and easy, rotating, working on the oblique muscles. Once again, you can do the same movement in a chair. Just make sure that chair doesn't have any arms on it, or else you really won't be able to rotate.
Double time, let's go. Keep control of your twist so we're not flailing around and putting too much pressure on the spine. So you want to twist fast, but you want to twist under control. If you're not under control, it's okay to slow down.
Three, 2, and 1. Relax. We're going to do a invisible kettlebell swing. So placing the hands together. We're going to keep the arms long. We're going to bend down, allowing that kettlebell to go between the legs and lift up. Just about shoulder height is fine. So you're going to bend, keeping that spine neutral. And giving a slight bend in the knees as we go down. Push through the hips, forward. So if you're swinging from the hip, you can do the same movement in a chair. You just remain seated, swinging the arms forward, bending forward, and lifting the arms up.
Now we move twice as fast, double time. Being sure to keep the spine neutral when you come up. You don't want to arch the back too far back. You want to protect the spine. Keep breathing, squeeze those glutes as you come forward, and be sure to hinge at the hip.
Three, two, moving into one. Good. Or wall push-up. So I have a wall right behind me. You can feel free to move anywhere you need to. You can do these on the ground. You can do these on a table at an incline. But here's an easy way to practice. Placing the hands at about shoulder height. My body is going to be nice and straight and a few feet away from the wall. Bending at the elbows, bringing my chest and my face towards the wall and coming back up. What you don't want to move is the rest of the body forward and back. Think straight as a board. Let the elbows, they can either flare out a little bit wider, letting the elbows come to the sides, or they can graze the rib cage and work more of the tricep area. So choose which one works for you. Or you can mix it up and do both. Just don't slip.
Get ready for double time. Let's put the hands wide. Ready and go. Keep the core nice and tight. Keep breathing. Don't let the back sag down through the belly. Almost there.
Three, two, and one. Great job. Whew, go ahead and shake that out. All right, keeping a little bend in the knees. So we're doing a little squat, keeping the spine nice and neutral. Hinge at the hip, not at the back. Allow the arms to come back. And then we're gonna swing the arms up as high as they go. So bring them back as far as they go and up as far as they go. Good. Inhale the hands up, exhale them down. Need more of a challenge, you can squat those knees down farther. Just make sure that your spine is neutral, aka straight.
And we are ready for double time.
Rounded.
Let's go.
Your chest should be lifted up.
Remember to keep that great posture in your spine. Control those arms. Take care of those shoulders.
You should be looking forward. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, go ahead and shake it out. All right. Now we're going to start moving the feet. So just a mini jog in place. Once again, if you're seated in a chair, you're still just lifting one leg up and then the other.
Yeah, going as slow or
letting
as fast
the arms
as you need to.
move
just
as if
listening
you
to
are
your
running
body
as well.
Now, if this feels good, just keep it right there. Or if you're ready, we can go into double time, more like a jog.
Or even a little bit faster, depending on how you feel today. But we're keeping this lower impact to make it a little easier on the joints. Just keep pumping those arms, keep bending those knees, pick one foot up, then the other. 3, 2,
Grab a sip of
1,
water.
and relax. Good, catch your breath. All right, so once again, getting into a little bit of a squat position. Hinge at the hip, not at the back. So hinging at the hips. You're gonna put one hand right behind the back. The other hand is gonna go straight down into a fist as if you're pulling on a weight. You're gonna bring your elbow straight back. So not out, just straight back. This is just a row, a one-sided row. So collarbones are wide, back is hinged at the hips, spine is neutral. Keep that elbow tucked in as if your hand is just grazing the rib cage. Good. Other side. Now you can do this with weights if you have weights. Do the same thing. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that spine neutral. Keep that slight little bend in the knees. Just doing a row. 2, 1, good. And stand up. Moving into the squat, we want to make sure that the knees are separated from each other and they travel in the same direction the feet do. But really, once again, we're gonna hinge at the hips first and sit back. So check my knee. It's still over my foot. I'm not coming forward here. I'm sitting back and then down. Okay, so let's move into our squats. You can go as low or as high as what feels good to you. Arms are great to counterbalance the weight that is going behind you. So you can go really low or just mini pulses. Tap into what your body is saying today.
You're doing great. Now let's go double time.
Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, once again, engaging the core. We're gonna bring the hands up overhead. We're gonna lift our right knee towards our left elbow. Bring our left elbow towards our right knee. So we're gonna crunch it across here and bring it back down. Crunch it across on the opposite side. So, one step and then the other. You may not be able to touch that elbow to the knee, and that's okay. Just go as far as you can. We're working on the twist. So the upper body is going to twist across as the leg lifts up as well. Okay? So twist and touch.
Now keep this
best
pace.
You can, or as
if you're
close
ready,
as you can.
Let's
today.
bump it up, double time, and go.
Keep breathing. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, good job. Slight bend in the knees, placing both hands towards each other. Once again, you can hold on to something, just keep it very light for now. We're gonna reach down by the outside of the knee and lift up and across. So down to the outside of the knee, lift up and across. Okay, so bring it up, bring it down. Imagine you're chopping wood with a giant axe. The arms go, the chest goes.
Stay under control, double time.
And you can let your weight shift a little bit as well. Down by the knee, up in the air, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Great job. Okay, same thing on the other side. Get that little space between the legs, little bend in the knees, holding on to that weight or the imaginary one, and we're sliding right behind the knee, lift up in the air, over that shoulder. The chest go with it, legs straighten up, then they bend back down. So let your eyesight follow those hands.
Double time.
Good, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it on out. Remember, anytime if you need to get some water, feel free. Placing the hands on the back of the head or on the back of the neck. Slight little bend in the knees. I'm gonna do a little forward fold and then come back up. So you're gonna keep the torso nice and long and elongated. You can do the same thing if you're sitting in a chair. Just put the feet out away from you, so elongating the legs. So remember, push the hips back. Okay, we're not standing up and just bending the upper back. We want to push the hips back and keep the spine nice and neutral. Bend, inhale up, exhale down. Keeping that little micro bend in the knees. And of course, listening to your body. If something's painful, you do not need to do it. Or if you don't feel ready to go that far, then just go a little smaller. Also, if you feel dizzy, you can slow down. Sometimes just changing the head position too fast can be a little disorienting, so take your time. Good. 3, 2, and
here's
1.
what's next.
Good. Whew. Those of you that have dumbbells, feel free to include the dumbbell in your hand. So we're curling, doing a bicep curl, and then a shoulder press, bringing it down and reverse. Just control the movements, especially if you've got weight in your hand. You don't want momentum swinging the arm back and forward, right? You want to control, or else we're not getting the full workout. Good, one more. And on the other side, curl up, press up, come down, uncurl, curl, press, down, uncurl. Keep going. Remember, keeping that slight bend in the knee. Try to keep your abdomen engaged so that we're not just resting on the back. A few more. So this would be working your biceps and your shoulders. Also, it works your core because you're only doing it on one side at a time. Good, and relax. Hands on the hips, we're gonna do a little hip abduction. So what that means is we're going to balance on one foot. So you need a slight bend in the knee, slight bend in the hip. You're gonna lift one leg up, bring it out as far as you can, and bring it down. Okay, so this involves some balance, which is excellent to practice. Especially as we get older, start to lose the balance, it makes it easier for us to fall, which we do not want to do. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. Just make sure it's just something you can just touch to grab onto if you're going to lose your balance. If you lift up and you have to put your foot down, that's okay. Just resume, get your balance and try again. 3, 2, and 1, bring that foot down, good. Shifting our weight onto the other foot, same idea, slight bend in the knee, slight bend in the hip, lift that leg up, out to the side, just going straight out, not forward, just out. This helps us to work on our hip and glute strength. And a lot of the times we're just sitting, or when we go outside to exercise, we just move in a straight line and we don't use the muscles on the outside because we're not moving sideways. So we do need these muscles as well. Good. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Remember, if you lose your balance, that's okay. Just start again. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We're going to take one little squat once again. So as we know, we're going to put the hips back first. We're going to bend those knees. We're going to lift the arms, tuck the face, so we're looking down towards the ground. We're just going to hold. This is an isometric exercise. So arms are out and about even with our head. Keeping our spine as long and as strong as we can. And just breathe. Notice the weight in your heels towards your glutes. Inhale and exhale. Good. On your next inhale, press through the ground, let the arms come up and around. Excellent. Placing your right foot out, leg is going to be relatively straight, slight bend in your left leg. We're just going to walk the hands down as far as they go today. Resting on the shin maybe, just not on the knee joint. We don't want that one going backwards. With the head and neck, relax. Hamstring stretch. Now, if you find that this is hard for you because of blood pressure or dizziness issues, instead of using your whole body to do this, I recommend sitting in a chair towards the edge, bring the leg out, and do the same thing. Or you can sit on the floor. Just trying to bring your chest closer to the leg. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. Go ahead and come on up. I'm going to switch out with the other leg. Same idea. Right leg is going to be your stability. Left leg is going to be on the ground. Now you can bring the toe up to stretch more of the calf muscle, which we do need to stretch as well. So our Achilles, our gastrocnemius, our soleus, very important. So coming down as far as we can today, let the head and neck relax as well. Let the tailbone rotate up towards the sky, using the weight of your upper body to increase that stretch. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. On our next inhale, go ahead and press on up. All right. Interlacing the fingers in front, flipping the palms out. So you're going to push away from your chest. And this would be a time we would go from a relatively neutral posture to allowing the back to arch. So you're making a little cave in front of the chest, pressing through the hands, allowing the shoulder blades to widen across the back. Top of the head moves towards the hands. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, come on up. Release those hands. If we can, grip the hands behind the back, sitting up nice and tall first. We're going to bring the arms up away from the spine as much as they go today. And maybe that's right there. Maybe it's just right above your hips. Maybe you're more flexible. And I'm very flexible, so do not feel like you have to match me in any way whatsoever. Just go to the point where you feel a nice stretch in the chest and in the front of the shoulders. Good. Inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Release the hands. Beautiful. Good. Placing the right hand on top of the head, bringing the ear down towards the shoulder, flipping the left hand out, and think the ground is pulling up on those fingertips, drawing the shoulder down into the earth. So we stretch the neck. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Release. Switching it over to the other side. Top of the head, just gently encouraging the ear to the shoulder. Palm facing forward, actively bringing the shoulder down, bringing the fingertips towards the earth, breathing into the side of the neck. Inhale and exhale. Once more in and out. Good. Release as we come up. Placing the hands on the back of the head. We're going to bring the elbows back to open the chest, gently arching the upper spine. So we're not leaning back here, we're just keeping the upper back. The head is supported. Only going as far as feels good for you today. If this doesn't feel good on your neck, just skip it. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release. Last one. Chin is going to come down towards the chest. Hands are going to go on the back of the head, and just giving a little bit of light pressure to bring the chin closer to the chest. So we're not leaning forward in any way but from the neck. Inhale and exhale. Once more in and out, releasing the head. Great, and that's it.